Partner's betrayal with best friend left me broken. I was making blueberry pancakes when I noticed his wedding ring sitting on the kitchen counter. The syrup bottle glinted in the morning sun as I stared at it, the gold band cold and out of place beside the fruit bowl. Chris never took it off, not even when he worked out or cooked. "You forget something?" I called out, forcing a lightness I didn't feel. His laugh drifted from the bathroom, too quick, too airy. "Just washing up, babe. I'll grab it in a sec." 3 months ago, I wouldn't have blinked. 3 months ago, Chris would have kissed my temple as he slid the ring back on, his stubble scratching my cheek in that familiar way that made me giggle. But 3 months ago, everything started unraveling. It was small things first. He stayed late at work but never had overtime on his pay stubs. He downloaded Signal for a guy's group chat but kept his phone face down, always. Then Amelia, my best friend since college, began canceling our weekly coffee dates. Swamped with deadlines, she'd say, her voice strained. I believed her, until I showed up at her apartment with takeout and wine to surprise her. She wasn't home, but Chris's car was parked 2 blocks away. I told myself I was paranoid. They'd never even liked each other. Amelia rolled her eyes at his dad jokes, and Chris teased her for being high maintenance. But now he'd started mentioning a new gym buddy named Mike, always shrugging when I asked why I'd never met him. The ring sat untouched until Chris emerged, damp-haired and avoiding my gaze. His phone buzzed on the counter as he reached for it. I glanced at the screen. Unknown number. Can't stop thinking about last night. When can I see you? His face went pale. He snatched the phone, muttering something about spam. My hands trembled as I poured batter onto the griddle, the sizzle drowning out the ringing in my ears. That night, I dreamt of laughter. Amelia's champagne giggle tangled with Chris's low chuckle. I woke at 3 a.m. to an empty bed. Downstairs, his shadow lit up the patio door, phone glowing against his ear. "I'll fix this," he whispered. "Just give me time." I made excuses for weeks. Maybe work was stressful. Maybe Amelia was drowning in deadlines. But yesterday, as Chris sang in the shower, his phone buzzed again. I don't know what possessed me to pick it up. 10 unread messages from A.M. The screen blurred. My thumb hovered. Then I typed his password, the one he'd used since college. Our anniversary. The texts were intimate, not explicit but dripping with longing. Nicknames I'd never heard him use, plans to meet at hotels I'd never seen. And the pet name Pumpkin, the one he'd called me since our first date. A photo notification popped up. Amelia, grinning in a sundress I'd helped her pick out, captioned, "Missing you already." The bathroom door creaked. I locked eyes with him, his towel slipping as he froze. "It's not what you think," he stammered. I wish I'd screamed, thrown plates, demanded answers. Instead, I handed him the phone, my voice eerily calm. "How long?" He didn't deny it. 3 months. 3 expletive months. While I planned his birthday surprise, he'd been in her bed. While Amelia hugged me at my mom's funeral, she'd been texting him heart emojis. He packed his suitcase while I sat on our bed clutching the stuffed bear he'd won me at a carnival. "I'll stay at Jeff's," he said, not meeting my eyes. "We'll talk later." That was 27 hours ago. He hasn't called. Amelia's been radio silent. I've drunk 2 glasses of wine, reread their texts until the words dissolved into hieroglyphics, and cried so hard I threw up. Our wedding photo smiles at me from the nightstand, and I want to smash it. I want to burn her letters, I want to understand, but mostly I keep circling one question. How do I even start to move on when the 2 people who knew me best turned into strangers? TLDR. My husband and best friend had a months-long affair, and now I'm alone in a home full of lies, wondering how to rebuild.